Hello YouTube, I am Debatopedia. My previous account was ADZ Empire, and basically it was my personal account, and I made a few videos about random things like installing CHDK on your camera. However, this account is dedicated entirely to debating and promoting free speech and other causes such as that. Now, what do I look about YouTube is basically all of this debating, all of these intellectuals and just regular people which can say whatever is on their mind. And you get all kinds of different people. You get intellectuals like Thunderfoot. You get really random guys like the Amazing Atheist, who like are really funny. You get How the World Works, which is free market capitalist. You get Jesus Aphile, who is a creationist. Venom Fang X, who is also a creationist, and basically it's a great place. However, the problem with YouTube, in my opinion, is well, one of the problems is the amount of noob bashing. You see, this is what I don't get about some of these people, such as the Amazing Atheist. Even though he's a great guy, makes a lot of interesting points, and in general, like, tries to go for the better learning of society and stuff. Let's take a look at his goals: to teach society, to question the community, to find truths for yourself. Now, are you really promoting this in your videos? You're criticizing a lot of people who go against you. For example, let's just watch a few of these videos.
Scum. You know what, asshole? You don't have to consign us into any of these labels. We fall in fucking tier. Fuck you.
You see? Like, he says people like who try to argue with him to fuck themselves and stuff like that. Another video.
This is a response to Two Rocker For You, whose latest video possesses all of the intellectual honesty of a 1950s propaganda film, and is about as effectual as a condom made of sandpaper. The only difference is that a condom made of sandpaper would actually be more comfortable than this piece of incomprehensible drivel. There exists no synonym of the word stupid that can be applied to this video which would not be a horrendous understatement.
Alright, well, again, you see, like, I mean, sure, the video might have been a little annoying, and sure, there might have been some stupid points made. However, does he really need to do all of this bashing? How the World Works. I mean, sure, How the World Works is, pretty, you know, radical, and did criticize, the Amazing Atheist a little, but let's listen.
Singing for one episode. Or not. There's a douchebag on YouTube. Oh my. Oh my. There's a douchebag on YouTube. Amazing Atheist, tell us, who's this guy? His name is How the World Works. And he's a big, fat, stupid, ugly jerk. Well, actually, he's quite skinny, but the rest of what I said is accurate.
Alright, was it really necessary to make that video about how the world works, no matter how radical his ideas were and how much he disagrees with you and stuff? I think BlogRich55, he made a pretty good video. Um, and if you have time, you can watch it. But the point of this video is not to bash the amazing atheist. The point of this video is to say why bashing noobs is wrong. You see, the hypocrisy with this noob bashing is, again, as I said, to teach society, to question the community, to find the truths for yourself, to convince people that atheism is correct in the atheist case, to promote free speech, to get the general public to understand intellectual ideas. And all of these are great things. However, what I don't get is they're not really thinking about those who don't respond to them. They're focusing more on the responses, but they're not focusing on the billions of people who watch videos and don't respond. Now, say, for example, I'm just the average YouTube user, and I watch one of the amazing atheists videos, and say I'm a creationist, and I believe in God, and I haven't really gotten into debating the concept of God much. I just took it for granted. In that case, I would see his video, I would see all of this bashing going on. I would think at first, like, should I challenge him? But then when I see all of this violence directed to every one of his challengers, do you think that the average person would want to respond? The average person would just go, fuck atheism, atheism's stupid, and just stop watching these videos and remain a creationist forever. And that's not really accomplishing your purpose. Well, basically, I think that it's pretty hypocritical to try to teach people, and when you're actually just hurting these people. Remember that most people who respond to your videos, they have a lot of guts. They have a lot. They're not the type of people you're really trying to teach. You're trying to teach the average YouTuber, who is afraid to speak his mind. You're trying to change his mind about speaking his mind. But that's not really what you're accomplishing. Now, your YouTube videos are great, but what don't you think that they would be even greater if people watched them and debated them and said their honest opinions about them? Like, if everybody said their honest opinion about them without the fear of being criticized and stuff. Now, it's not really your fault that this is happening. It's partly the education system's fault that people are growing up this way, and that people, they don't want to stand up for their ideas. They don't want to debate something just because they might get criticized or might look stupid. Like, I try myself to break away from this basically outline of how we should work. I try to make videos just about what I think. I try to speak my mind, and I try not to be afraid of criticism and all that stuff. So far I'm doing alright, I think, in that sense, and hopefully my YouTube videos will get much better. However, you gotta think about the average person. You gotta think about the person who gets criticized and starts to cry. You gotta think about the person who doesn't take criticism as lightly as most of your responders do.